Aloha everyone and welcome back. This is Merissa Indigo with Divine DNA Blueprint. So I was definitely planning on doing a mid-month energy update and just check in, touching base with everybody, which I originally thought was going to be next week, but we are already mid-month now as we're getting into the double digits of this month of May. Are you feeling the intensity today, my friends? I definitely had to come in and just wanted to just share some messages of, hey, hang in there if it's intense, if you're feeling that tension or frustration. We're coming out of this eclipse cycle with a lot of new revelation, perhaps, maybe seeing a lot of things that we need to change, that you are ready to change. You're seeing it, you're feeling passionate, and motivated, and yet the clarity has not yet come through on the hows or the details or who you're going to be doing this with. And, a lot of us have been really working hard on creating new foundations for ourselves, and you could perhaps feel just so close. We're just so close to getting to this point of maybe it's been a longer term goal for you or a vision, and it's not yet here in the physical, and it can be disheartening sometimes. It can be frustrating. So you may feel a little stunted or impatient, frustrated, even discouraged or disheartened at the conflicts that we're seeing right now. Just there's a lot of energy right now swirling around. We are still in that washing machine. We have not left. And if anything, we are getting glimpses of new dreams that are just so appealing. It's like on the horizon, there's this shiny, glittering, magical, what do they call those? A mirage, right? At least it feels like a mirage because it's not super tangible. You can't wrap your hands around it. You can't bite into it yet, but you can see it. And the feeling of the energy, the essence of it, that energetic core of that dream right there on the horizon really feels real. So you could feel that separation of, oh my goodness, I feel so close and yet so far at the same time. And a lot of times these energy dynamics, there's always a method to the madness, and I feel it too. And at the end of the day, when we're going through all of this and witnessing so much, and maybe a lot of emotion is coming up for you with this frustration, really the whole point of all of this is that when we feel almost like that dangling carrot kind of energy, like, come on, universe, throw me a bone, give it to me, let's go. Like any of those kinds of dynamics where you've been working towards change steadily, maybe for years, and it feels really close and yet can still feel so far away. What that does is it is kind of this teaser sort of energy that rips out from us from our gut sometimes. It can be so gnarly with these energies. But what it's doing is it's taking more of our, like the last vestiges of where we don't believe in ourselves, where we don't value or believe that we can have these things, or that we matter, or that we are making a difference, or that change is happening. It's like when you plant a seed, there is so much that has to happen at an enzyme level. All of this catalytic, energetic energy that's happening underneath the ground, and you can't see it, and you're just looking and doing your best to be patient, and faithful. And so what this does is when we are getting in these kind of antsy moments, this is part of that Uranian energy. And the last few days, we've had this amazing cosmic encounter with the sun and Uranus right now. And that's part of that destabilization, but it can also be your creative genius, your inner wizard or inner mad scientist that is developing a lot of wonderful things. And there's not quite yet a fit for it or a place for it. It doesn't quite fit in with your life or the final components of the people you're going to be doing this with, or the resources that you've been calling forth, right? The details, they're still not here yet. And so that's part of the methodology of the cosmos and all of the planets above us, helping us to unearth more of our insecurities, or anywhere that we have a lack of trust with, whether it's in ourselves or other people. Because sometimes we have, as humans, right, this experience of grasping, like, well, I'll be happy when, or if I could just, if I could just have that, then I'll be happy, or then I'll be able to relax, or then I'll have it made, right? We're very conditional in our conditioning, yeah? And so there's this opportunity right now to just slow down, take a breath, and really survey what's going on, how far you've come, how many fishing lines you've got out in the cosmos right now, if you will, or irons in the fire, right? all these things you've been working on within yourself. And it can be challenging when we're in these transformative times. You really want to see the results. You want to have them in your hand, or maybe you want to see them in your bank account. And it's like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable, right? You feel like you're just getting rubbed the wrong way by all of everything. And just know a lot of us are in this position right now. And when we get to these places, it's when we want to take a pause, take a breath, say, thank you for showing me. Wow, I'm having a lot of frustration or kind of conditions arising, conditional responses, attachments to outcomes. So this is another purge, and it's at the cellular level, and it can feel unkind sometimes, definitely, but you want to look and see which part of you feels that, or is thinking or saying that, or having any of that kind of feeling beat up, right, or traumatized or victimized by the universe kind of response. It's removing more and more of our separation and inviting us to slow down and trust the massive cosmic wheels in place, the wheels of time. And the last few days, we've had this amazing opportunity. I've been sitting in the Galactic Center. We've had these different aspects going on with the planets and different constellations above us where we are aligned with Galactic Center, with Venus, with our values, right? Our money, what we are dreaming of, how we want to beautify our life and our world for all people, all beings, right? A lot of that beautiful peace, love, understanding, and respect, the plur energy coming forth. And I've been spending some time kind of sometimes wallowing, sometimes swimming and floating. It just depends on where I am and what's arising for me, going through the programming and being present with everything. But being in the Galactic Center, sitting in that pure potential, and it's like you're in this beautiful ocean at night with the stars glittering over you. And so the ocean looks black, or the pool, maybe you're in the swimming pool. The water looks black because it's reflecting the sky, the night sky, right? Glittering with the gems of stars and planets above us. So you're in this infinite space, feeling one with all of it, feeling so much, feeling the chaos, feeling the discord, also feeling the harmonies. And the download that came through was rays of consciousness and the light rays, and really enjoying color and tone right now and sound. And everything is rays of light. Everything is rays of color. Everything is different frequency bands and rays. And I heard rays. The rays are on. Rays on, right? The rays are always on. You and I, we are all a ray, right? And depending on where we are, if our heart's closed or open, where we are emotionally and psychologically, we could be different rays, depending on the frequency of being. And then what I heard was raison. And so then it started going into French. So it was raison, and then it went to raison d'être, which is a phrase in French, which means the reason for being. And it's a very existential kind of, looking at the universe, looking at life and reality and our oneness with it. What is your reason for being? And what came through was just living in this frequency soup or plasma of rays of color and light, each of us being one and everything, and just looking at it like this dimension of intersecting rays of color. And it was just this very neutral and quiet space, just watching all of the light. And it was kind of a synesthesia experience where you're hearing the color, right? Or maybe tasting the color and the sounds. But it was this beautiful invitation to just slow down and float with what is right now and not fight it, not thrash. If you are like me and you have a lot of excess fire energy, and maybe if this is manifesting for you right now, this experience is frustration or anger, it's really great to go to the gym, or go for a really rigorous hike or a walk, or do some really physical stuff that can move the energy for you if you have a lot of fire in your constitution. And just chill, watch the sunset, watch some sky TV. That always helps, watching the clouds, just getting some perspective of expansion when you feel the tension, right? This is all of this evolutionary pressure. This is, again, that kind of one of those phases, one of those cycles of the diamonds as we are transforming from carbon under massive pressure, right, into diamonds. And so you want to try to do your best to just surrender the body and the breath and just release the tension from your body and your mind by focusing on your breath and concentrating on something that is beautiful for you, and welcoming in more reflection on your raison d'être, your reason for being. And it starts to really simplify things again. And then it kind of starts to put us, we can start to calibrate our energy from angst perhaps, or suffering or frustration, these separation kind of energies that they're not home anymore. So they feel terrible, right? You can start to soften and open yourself again into the simplicity of the core essence of your being and why you are here, why you came here. Maybe to bring beauty, maybe to bring laughter, right? Or peace, creativity, joy, connection. So then we come back to the body and the Taurus energies of the five senses. And you can use the five senses right now as a way to ground in and to focus your energy. Like, what am I taking in through my eyes right now? What colors? What are the rays that are coming for me right now? Maybe there's colors that are really speaking to you. Lately, I've really been working again with the indigo blue, cobalt blue, wearing this Andara, and it really helps me feel really good. And when I go out in public, people really love the color. They always ask, what is that thing? And so you want to just simplify your process. Put down the list, put down the when the heck is that going to happen? What is going on? Where's my break? Where is it? Just surrender it. Just put it down. And just drop it like a hot potato. And find something that will bring some joy to you. Some simple joy. And just slowing down. May is a really intense month if you look at the energies of what goes on, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. So we have been in a very massive acceleration process since the spring equinox. And what happens in spring? Well, all the animals start to get together. The pheromones are raging, right? What happens in May after that? Birth, divine mother energies, birth. Birth is messy and painful, right? It's a gate between life and death. So we're working through intense themes right now. And a lot of people are having a hard time on many levels, financially, emotionally, psychologically. The veils are thin. We're getting pelted with the solar consciousness. There's more of those rays again, right? These neutrinos are blasting through us constantly. It is nonstop. We never get a break from it. So if you're feeling antsy, no worries. A lot of us are. And it just helps to kind of stop and take a break and take some perspective and look back and look at all the mountains you've already climbed. And patience, remembering our patience and starting to synchronize ourselves and our expectations with that of divine timing. Because we're always on time. It just may not be our ego's time right now. And that can be challenging. But if you look at the reality of the big picture, everything has always worked out, even if it's at the 11th hour. And it's really uncomfortable and it's not your preference. Things have always worked out. So in these times of intensity and feeling squeezed and kind of those eye of the needle moments, you want to pull back and come back into your perspective and focus on universal divine cosmic law, the law of one, and coming back to your energy, coming back to the simple truth that you are an energy being having a human experience and a physical experience. And the energy portion of you is far greater than all of this. Starting to see how big you are again at energy level, at atomic level, quantum level, and that you're not separate. We're all in the soup together. With that, you may be feeling a lot of the collective energies as well. All the different populations are getting hit right now. All the different ages, different layers of consciousness, belief systems, they're all getting hit. It's whack-a-mole right now. So have compassion for yourself and for others. Come back to universal law of the one. Today, I had my second class of the True North Compass Ascension Manual series. It's all based on a book that I put together a few years ago to support everyone with the ascension process. And this one was on human design and divine human design and learning energy systems and your own unique energetic blueprint. And I had a live class today and my computer died because my desktop computer is from 2014. You know how Macs are. They want you to recycle and buy more, right? So it's an old Mac and it proved to be unreliable. So I didn't get to have my live class today. And I was so mad about it. I wanted to throw the computer because it's like, I just want one thing to go the way I want, universe. Just one today. The universe is like, no. And so I had to email the producer right away, let her know, hey, I'm going to have to just record this on another device and send out replays, and I don't like to disappoint people and not give them a live class with me to be in the energy together. But we have to flow with things and be grateful for what we can do, what is possible. So I'm going to end this little podcast update with a video gifted from Gaia in the forest today. She shared an amazing totem for all of us. So hang out to the end. I think you'll enjoy the video. You can come with me on a little walk in the Emerald Ray and check out this. It's actually an insect totem for us. And just remember that whatever you're feeling is lacking in you right now, whether that's strength or patience or faith or love, that you can cultivate that. Wherever you feel lack, it's just a perception right now. You can cultivate that. Find something to love. Find something to love about yourself. Find some gratitude, reasons to be grateful. Find some beauty. Find a way to show up in someone else's life and be that kindness, be that beauty or that love. Whatever it is that you are struggling to feel right now, perhaps, for lack of better phrasing, show up, be it. Figure out how to be that ray. Be the ray. The rays are on. And so we always get to choose. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sending you all lots of love. Hang in there. Remember the Tai Chi Gong. I always share that. It's free to learn. The link is always in the description box to free membership. And that's another way, a wonderful way to get out of the head, out of the emotions, out of all of the programming that is arising, and come into your peace, and to be deep princes and princesses of peace. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon for the next update. Much love. Just wanted to share this fascinating ant hill, and it looks like there's maybe termites or it's winged ants. I can't tell. I think it's termites perhaps. I don't know. It looks like wings on the ants though. But how fascinating. I'm on this new part of the trail in the park where I've never been. I had to get out to ground. Just sharing the forest here. And how amazing. Here are these ants, these master builders. Definitely feeling a lot of master builder energy to focus and to refine our focus and to be really mindful, heartful of our energy use. Where is it going? What realities are we building? And I was called to the forest, so come to this new part of the forest again, where you've never been. That I just discovered this new trail yesterday and I was beside myself. So how amazing. Here's the little thing about the ants. This is so cool. This little sign here. This is what caught my attention, or I wouldn't have even noticed the ant hill. We build soil, can lift 20 times our body weight. It's like a 100-pound person lifting 2,000 pounds. Just like you, we are social. We live in complex societies and we farm. We care for our injured, and something about the dead. I can't read. Maybe they bury their dead or something. I'll let you know on that one. But just wanted to share. Okay, here's the powerful, powerful animal totem for the day is the ants. And I've been really called to come together with like-minded individuals, like-hearted, soul-centered, heart-centered individuals to really begin building the next levels of our lives of new earth outside of the matrix. And what a wonderful symbol. So, confirmation and, calling on the strength, the courage, the community, the connection of the ants to support us at this time. So if you're feeling frustrated like myself that things aren't coming together fast enough, because that's how I feel right now. That's where my human is. We can call on the ants to show us and be patient, be present, and be open to learn. And the guidance will come, the connections will come. So wishing you an amazing day. Sending so much love and emerald ray from the forest here. So beautiful. And the sun is shining. I'm so thankful. That's the other thing, is all the things we're grateful for. What are you grateful for? What is working for you right now? What do you have? What are you capable of? How do you feel free? Where can you use your voice? Beautiful. Wishing you all an amazing one. The little bird saying hi. Take care, everybody.